Hello, hello. Today we're going to do, I guess, kind of a get ready with me. I just really wanted to show everyone this new palette I've been playing with. It's from CXC Beauty. This is the Vault of Olympus, and I've been having the absolute best time using this palette. It has such a good range of neutrals and color in it. I'll look for whoever had kind of given me, I guess, kind of like a shout out saying like, I can't wait to see what looks you create with this. So I thought I would do the, do a look, because I'm using every single color in this palette. So we have, this is the last shimmer I have yet to use in this palette. I've used everything else, and I kind of just wanted to talk about this brand, talk about this palette, because I'm not saying a lot about it, and I just really want to, share this with you guys, because it's absolutely beautiful. It applies great, and you need to see it for yourself. So I've already, if you can tell how spooky I look, I've already put on my concealer on my eyes, just kind of like a canvas, so I can really make these colors pop. And I'm going to go in firstly with this shade. It has the shades in the back, so that's pretty helpful too. So this is called Golden Fleece. Okay, welcome to me trying to use my phone to record this because my camera died and I don't have batteries for it anymore. We're gonna create kind of just a golden look. It's not kind of everyday, all the time, everyday girl kind of look. This is, where do we start? Like, should we talk about the palette? I guess let's start with talking about the palette. So this is, again, Vault of Olympus palette. On the website, it says, "Are you ready to see what hides behind the golden doors of the Vault of Olympus? From famous weapons and tools of ancient heroes to the treasures of the gods of Olympus. This palette will reveal them all and allow you to own a part of that coveted treasure." These are so soft. They're so pretty. So freaking pretty. Oh my god, look at that. It's really good. It picks up very nicely. I got my mirror. And at this point, I've waited so long. It was such a pain. My camera is old. It runs on batteries. I couldn't find any new batteries. So I'm just fixing that up again because it started to crease because it took so damn long trying to look for batteries that I did not have. And now we're using my phone, which I'm not used to using my phone. So I don't know how long we'll have. And we'll try to get through this as fast as we can, because I'm not sure how much I have left. So like that. It's so smooth. Can you see? So this is, again, a little bit more. And I just go whoop. I really like it. Now this shade in particular, not super, glittery. I will do swatches at the end, so you can, ultimately see what it all looks like. But I really got a vouch for this palette and this brand so far. So from what I read on their website, they are queer owned, they are POC owned, and it's got 2 founders, and I believe one of them is Christian. Who's he? Christian and Anthony. Christian is kind of like the makeup person. He was like a makeup artist. Anthony is the chemist. So I feel like he's credited with formulating this, which is this amazing formula. They do let you know that some of their products are vegan, but not everything on their website is vegan. So if that's something that's important to you, you need to check the ingredients. Oh, she already got that on. It's so easy. It's so freaking easy. I took this palette with me without having, I usually don't just take anything with me. I don't trust to just take anything with me. I usually take my, your good old reliables, the ones that that actually work. And this, I had a feeling. I just kind of felt it. Like, I knew that we were going to have something good. And I just trusted it. I trusted the palette. Next, I think I'm going to go in with this yellow here, and then probably darken it up with these 2. So I took it on a trip to back home to California, and I used it for my entire trip, and I created some really great looks. And if I can figure out this editing thing, I will put those somewhere. Because I created some really beautiful looks, honestly. It was really fun, and I felt so inspired using this palette. One of the things I really like from this palette is that one side is quite neutral. So you got your neutral kind of basic looks, very simple, right? And then on the other side you have much brighter colors. You have a bright pink and a bright blue and a plum. You also have 2 duochromes, which I was kind of like, holy crap, I didn't expect that. I thought one of them, they both look like purples. In the pan, they both just look purple. I was so surprised when I actually applied them, and I was like, oh, that's a duochrome. If you go on Twitter, one of the things that I really like as well, company-wise, is because they're such a small company still, it's still very personable. Like, if you go on Twitter, Christian, aka one of the founders of CXC Beauty, will still answer you. Like, I just tweeted him just last night, and I was asking about, you know, the differences between certain neutral palettes they have. And he's very quick to answer. And, you know, he gave me the information that I needed. He's like, you know, this palette and this palette, they're the same palette. They're just in different packaging. But this palette, that one is a different palette. So he has a neutral palette that's a lot more cool toned and another neutral palette that's a lot more warm toned. But I couldn't tell, but I was like, I can tell there's a difference, but I don't know which one I want. So I was hoping that his response would help me. But once he told me that, I was like, oh, well, now I still don't know which one I want. Because I feel like I'm more warm tone leaning. But because of that, a lot of my palettes are warm tones. So I was like, well, should I get a cool tone palette because I probably don't have those colors? Or should I keep getting a warm tone palette because I know that's what works for me? So I was still kind of not sure what I ended up wanting to actually purchase. And I'm going to wait a little longer as we get some, you know, I'm still waiting. We're finally at the end of June. I'm still waiting for the Jeffree Star mystery boxes. I haven't heard anything yet. So we shall see. And now I'm just deepening it up. This is a different color now. I would have liked maybe one more deep dark brown. That would have been nice. Just so there's a bit more range. Okay, now this is the part where I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest. But also, this is not, you know, this isn't a dig at anything necessarily or anyone. This is more like constructive criticism because I do want to see this brand get bigger and better. The only thing, you know, I'm absolutely falling in love with this brand, and I love this palette for sure. I definitely love this palette. This brand, I keep wanting to buy more. I really do. This is a more expensive palette. This palette specifically is $59. That is, you know, big fancy palette Jeffree Star territory. That is, to me, quite a high-end palette. You know, $59, that's a bit more expensive than Jeffree Star, slightly cheaper than, like, Natasha Denona. I think Natasha Denona palettes usually go for $69, right? $72? Somewhere around there, I believe. So my thing is, this product, I really, really like the product. I think it's a high-end product. I think you're paying $59 and you get a $59 product. Because I think these work beautifully, and I think they're definitely, you can trust it. That being said, the packaging for this, I understand, again, they are a small indie brand. They just kind of started, I believe they just were founded in like 2019. That's super, super recent, you know. And I think quality definitely is better in terms of the actual product versus just packaging. Like, could you imagine? Glam Light. Glam Light has great packaging, but I don't think their product's very good. I honestly don't. With this, it kind of feels backwards. So I do think they have very unique packaging. I've never seen anything like this. Like, it's shiny, and it's almost like it's been, like there's resin in here or something. I don't know how to describe it. And it's, you know, a little hefty. You got this. Not a lot of brands do this. You don't have the names, like, on the actual this. So my thing is, I really hope as they grow, they continue to make their actual packaging better. because I think they're, honestly, I'm going to say something brave yet controversial. I think when I've been using this, and I have been using it, every time I use it, I feel like this is better quality than Natasha Denona. If not the same, right? Like, I feel like this is really high quality makeup. I can tell. I feel like that this is $59. I feel like that. I want to add some more. Like, this is a really good product. And please don't let my mediocre makeup skills take away from that. I think I did a little too much blending over here. Ooh, I like that. But I do want to see the packaging. I feel like the packaging needs to be a little bit more elevated, and I'm sure it will be as time goes on. Because right now, I don't feel like the packaging necessarily fits how good this product is, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's something, it's still finding itself, I think is what I was thinking about the other day. It's still kind of looking for an identity. It's still kind of wondering where it wants to go and what it wants to be. I think as time goes by, I hope it finds that, because you know what I mean? Like, if you think about, like, say, like ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, they have a certain look, a certain tone, vibes, aura. Same thing with, like, Charlotte Tilbury. Like, you know, looking at a product and the way that it's designed, that it's Charlotte Tilbury. In the same way, like Natasha Denona, you can tell what a Natasha Denona palette looks like. And I really feel like this is a high-end palette, and it's still trying to figure out, like, where its story is. That's really the only bad thing I have to say about it. Something to note. I'm just saying. I believe it was these two. So we have, what's this one? This is Hercules Gauntlets and Medusa's Head. I did have some tingling sensations when I applied those to the eyes. I didn't break out in an allergic reaction. I didn't have an allergic reaction. My eyes weren't swollen or anything. But I just wanted to note that because everything else that I've used in this, fine, normal. When I applied those, I did feel kind of like a burning sensation, like it was tingling. But it's just something to note, because I just thought that was kind of weird, and maybe that was technically an allergic reaction. But I didn't actually, I'm fine. But I did want to note that in case, there's someone out there with very sensitive eyes. So I'm just going to finish up quickly. We can bring this back around. Alright, so I'm back. I got my eyeliner on, I got my mascara on, I put my foundation on. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys. And if you watched my unboxing video for this brand, you would have known that I bought a yellow blush. This is in Daisy. This is their yellow blush. I'm going to try it on. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's for me, just because of my skin tone, or maybe I need to apply it brighter. I don't know. I don't think orange blush is for me. But I'm going to try it out. And I've done this both ways, but I think for me, I need to put my yellow blush on first, and then the color I want to put on top. So I'm going to go in first with my Daisy blush, because I feel like it's the color that needs to be put down on first. I'm just going to put it on the same way I would with any blush. I'm going to put it exactly where I want to put it. I don't know. It probably looks a little silly. I'm going to dip into it again. Get some, a good amount coated on my brush. Do the other side. And I mean, you could leave it on there, but for me and my skin tone, don't I look kind of look like I got, like, jaundice? I'm looking yellow. Ooh, yellow. This is all probably really fun. I go to Ren Fairs. This will be really fun to have once that starts. Okay, now I'm going to go into, I'm just going to use my, my ColourPop blush and Love Me Not pressed powder blush. It's just a red. Trying to be kind of light-handed on this one because you don't want too much red. And I'm going to lay it on top of where I had the yellow. I'm just going to blend it out. And for me, it kind of creates like a bronzy kind of shade. Look, I wonder if that looks really how intense that actually looks. So I'm going to go on the other side, more red. This is probably where you can see it best. Maybe I was too heavy-handed today, but I want to try and make sure that you guys can see it. and how it's used. So you can just use the yellow, but it's more to like create, I think, you know, different shades, different other shades. Because I picked this one today, but you could have picked any other blush. You could have picked a purple, you could have picked a lighter pink, you could have picked a plum. This is looking a little intense for me, but I just wanted to make sure it showed up a little bit on the camera. But, ooh. It's definitely, I think, a little bit more intense in person. But as always, I mean, you can always clean some off. Now we're gonna do the swatches. Here are some of the swatches up close, and I learned today I am absolutely awful at swatching, and I did not plan how to show these off in the first place. Well, shit. I hope you don't mind. You know, I did do it on my forearm, so hopefully the hairs on my arm, you know, don't make these look too bad. But they are very beautiful. These look so wonderful. But let's give these all a name. So let's go backwards. We're going to start backwards just because this is the way that it needs apparently to be filmed. So at the very top, that top blue on the left, that is Scythe of Chronos, Pegasus. Medusa's head is this beautiful silver color. We have Hades' Flame, that blue of course. Apollo's Bow, it's a very soft, sparkly white color. We have Bow of Eros, this bright pink. Pandora's Box, which is a duochrome. It shifts from like blue to a purple. Then we have Aphrodite's Girdle. We have Hercules' Gauntlets, which this one is also, this is one of the ones where I can't describe the shift. It kind of shifts into, oh man, it's really a color you're gonna see on the lid. It's like a dark blue to a purple, because on my arm right now, it looks purple in this lighting. In the pan, it also looks purple, but I know it's a duochrome. This bright orange here is Flame of Pegasus. This beautiful gold is Aegis, I believe it's pronounced. We have this great yellow we just used right now, Helios Chariot. And then we have Hermes Caduceus. I hope that's how you pronounce that. It is like a, I don't think it's a duochrome necessarily. This one is also kind of the same thing. It's pink, but it has like an orange shift. Now on camera right now, it's looking kind of brown because it kind of does have like that brown base. But that's one of the weird ones. We have this Nude Ambrosia. This kind of more bronzy color is Adamante. We have this dark brown, which is Elm of Darkness. A light gold called Golden Fleece. We have Cornucopia of Amalthea. Zeus Lightning Bolt. Nemeon Lionhide. And Poseidon's Trident. So Zeus's Lightning Bolt is a lot more of a matte gold, it looks like to me, because Poseidon's Trident is super sparkly. Look at that one on the right. You can see the shimmer, you see the sparkle. Now look at Zeus's Lightning Bolt. It's more matte. There's no sparkle. This is just a kind of matte gold, but the other one's got shimmer in it. Absolutely stunning. So beautiful. Something that I wanted to show off is that these colors are meant to be built. So I got some of the blue on my brush. I'm going to build up this blue. You can see there, I was able to build it up. Let's grab some more. I was able to build it up. Let's grab some more, even more. You can pat it on. And it builds up so nicely. Again, I just want to show off. I want to deepen this brown because I know it can be deeper. This dark brown right here. So I got some on the brush. I want to deepen it a lot more. So I think we know at this point most makeup products aren't just a one swipe kind of deal. You gotta build it up. And this gives you the choice of how deep you want something. You don't just apply it and you're like, oh crap, that's too much. You can build it up. You can absolutely build it up. And because it's so buildable, it's so blendable. It is so pretty. You guys are watching me build this up, right? Like you can see how much darker that is now that I've built it up. And you can do that with any of these, of course. thanks for watching me, you know, look at these swatches, building them up, just kind of do this simple look. I gotta go get some groceries. Look at that. I really like it. It's so easy to use. It's so freaking easy to use. It's such a good product, and I really do. I don't think I've necessarily raved and looned about something that I really love on this channel yet. This is something that I definitely love. I'm looking at their website all the time, just fantasizing about, like, I can't wait till I get a little bit more extra money, because this is a really good investment. I gotta say, I gotta recommend it. Such a high recommendation. So fun. You need to check out those other palettes. I still have a fully yellow palette that they've done. Cannot wait to use them. So excited. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day.